One. Hey everybody, welcome. So we're going to continue the Thrallspawn today, joined by Chase unexpectedly. Welcome, Chase.
Hello, everyone. I am here today.
Cool. So I'm not going to
Actually,
feel
I'm
as
here.
lonely.
I'm actually here every day, but I'm here in the voice chat today.
Yeah, that's much appreciated. Um, so we're going to continue this thing. Hopefully this time I can, well, maybe finish it. Who knows? I don't know. I want to finish it. So we'll see. I've added some texture to it and some adjustment layers because I didn't like where it was. So a little, I brightened it up a little. Maybe I don't even need that now. No, I do. Because I want to go a little darker later. And then I added texture. So once I paint in some areas, I will extract the creature from the background because I want to try a few things there. Might want to use a
I do
texture.
like some of these textures you added. It actually looks like it's part of a card now.
Yeah, that's intentional. No, but I might even add more texture to the ground and then blend them in later because they do use textures a lot in Japanese cards. Anyway, like even Dual Masters, I was saying, they actually do use textures a lot. So we'll see. We'll see what to do. The cool thing is that since I go, I draw above it now. Um, some areas are gonna feel a little more textured than others, which I really like personally. Also, the outline is gonna get some color at this point because it's sorely needed. I don't want to leave it as an outline forever. It doesn't have to actually. It doesn't have to be like that. So we'll see. So how are you doing, Chase? Overall?
I'm doing okay. Unfortunately, you got me playing Master Duel, so
Yeah, I did.
now I'm in the process of actually trying to get all of the good cards and trying to remake my decks, which isn't easy since you have to buy booster packs with gems, and I don't know where all the cards I want are, so it's kind of like just picking at random.
Nice. Okay, I did not dislike the gem system though because you don't have to necessarily pay for the packs. For example, you take something like MTG Arena. That's insane. I played for 2 months and I could not even. I could buy just a few packs that were mostly gifted to me. Like I mean, with the resources that were mostly gifted to me because I didn't get any by myself. Like I couldn't get more than just a couple tutorials there are there. While in this game there is a lot more stuff to do, which is
I
nice.
will say that, yeah, having played so far, they're pretty generous in the way that you can get gems, because I was
Yeah.
getting, when I first started last night, I was getting them in like the thousands, and it did give
Yeah.
me the opportunity to get a bunch of cards. My only wish is that like there was a card shop where you could look up the name of cards and just buy them individually, even if they were like 50
You
gems a
can.
piece or
You can
something
do
like that.
that. You can craft them.
Oh, really?
You can craft them, yeah. So if you watch that video I sent you, it's going to explain you how to craft the cards. So you make one card that's like the base for your deck, then it's going to add all of the necessary cards. Like if you want to make your deck, you just search it and add the card. If you don't own it, you add it, and then you can craft the cards. You can dismantle the cards you don't need and make the cards you need, which is pretty neat.
Let me look at that.
Yeah, sure. It's in the video. I didn't know myself, obviously. It's in
Oh,
that
like
video.
what option is that under, like in the menu? Do you have to go to the shop or deck?
No, that probably. Then you get to edit the deck, and then you can make a new one. Actually, you can make a new one. But I don't
Okay.
remember exactly because I was watching the video. I didn't really do it yet that way because I'm still undecided. I would like to make an Exodia deck to start with. I don't know. I like the idea of
Oh,
using Exodia.
I've made some Exodia decks in my time.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool way to win.
There's some interesting strategies you can use for that. I like
Yeah.
the golden bamboo sword strategy. That's a fun one. B.
I wish I knew what that is, but I don't. But it's fine.
I can send you a deck list at some point, so you can create it.
Yeah, you can also duel with me so that I can finally understand how it works. No, but honestly, the tutorials or even the like tutorial-ish missions are quite good. I can't complain about that. You kind of get to understand the mechanics way better than Magic. If Magic had something like that, I mean, Arena, that would be so much better for players like me that just started out. But they don't.
Okay, yeah, I'm just fiddling with it. I guess it uses some other resource in order to make the actual decks, but it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, there are some. What's it called? They're at the top. You dismantle cards and you get some of those resources, basically.
Huh.
I forgot the name of right now.
Yeah, I'll check that out later.
It's cool though. I like the system. Honestly, I can't really complain about it. I kinda like the system.
I agree with you that they could have varied the music a little bit more though. It's like the same song every duel.
Yeah, so I keep it muted because it's just annoying me. It's not bad, but I mean, it's always the same. So please.
It has really good production values, though. As somebody who used to just play like simulators, and they're just very basic, and I mean they did their job well. It's just a simulation of the card game, but I do like some of the effects and how like when you play certain cards, they actually animate the characters.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
card.
they do.
Yeah,
That's very cool. I like that a lot.
God, I wasn't supposed to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh again, but now you're forcing me to.
Well, you did first. You did first. It's your fault. I hadn't been playing for 20 plus years, not 20 plus, 20 years, 20ish. So, I don't know. You got me into it, so it's not exactly my fault.
Well, like a couple years back, I think like around 2016 and 2017, I was following it pretty regularly. And then everything with the Link monsters, when they first came out and they changed the rules for them, and it actually drove a lot of people away from the game. But this Master Duel uses the most recent updated rules, which changed from those. Because when Link monsters first came out, you actually couldn't special summon from your extra deck, like how in Master Duel you can play just a synchro monster and play it on any space on the board.
Yeah.
When Link monsters first came out, you could only summon special summoned monsters to arrows that Link monsters pointed to, right?
Right.
So you had to play a Link monster, and then you could only summon like a fusion or a synchro or an Xyz to an area that the Link monster pointed to, and people absolutely hated that.
There's not much space there.
Yeah, because it forced you to use Link monsters, and people are like, well, we don't want to be forced to use these, just to use the rest of our monsters. And eventually they changed the rules, so now it's all kind of wild.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I still didn't grasp the whole thing, but yeah, slowly understanding the various types of summons and stuff like that. It's kind of fun.
Hello,
and I also
Emperor
got
of
my binder
Cheese.
today. Oh, hey, Emperor of Cheese. Welcome.
You got your card binder today?
I did, yeah.
You got to start filling it up with all your rare
I
cards.
did. I put them randomly right now. I don't know if there's... I mean, I could have put them a little better. Like, I could have grouped the dragon cards together. And I did group the effect versus non-effect monsters, for example. Which is okay, I guess, to do.
Yeah. I do mine even differently. I have mine grouped by alphabetical order as well as level and whether they're normal or effect. So it's very organized.
I can tell, I guess, yeah. You sound like an organizer.
That's why I currently have 7 binders of cards up there, and that's not even all my cards because a lot of them are in boxes.
How many
The
cards
trash
each?
ones. In the binders?
Yeah. How many for each?
That's a good question because not all of them are filled, but a lot of them are. I'm not sure how many are in each. How many slots are in each binder?
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
glad to see you. Jeez, sorry for roasting you yesterday.
Nah, he's chill with it. I'm gonna do something cool with the background. I'm actually gonna add. I'm gonna use that effect. What's it called? The one to swirl an image on it, because that's what they do in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I'm gonna try to borrow a little bit of what they do in actual Japanese cards. See what happens. I do like the texture though. Yeah, it kind of gave it a little bit of a better feel. No, I have to I'm basically blending. In gouache, that would be blending, and the Emperor of Cheese knows what I'm talking about, I guess. So I'm blending in all these extra shapes to give it a bit more of a uniform / organic look. And it helps a lot.
No worries, I forgive you. Monster's coming along well. Yeah, I agree. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a little better than I did yesterday because I changed up a few things off camera. Not many things, just mainly the texture that added the extra grit, which I am liking.
What were you thinking of doing after this one?
I don't know if I want to do the demon pangolin thing, or something else. I'm not sure yet. What would you like to see? You and the Emperor of Cheese. What would you guys like to see? Okay, maybe not the Emperor of Cheese, because I know he's gonna say waifu. So.
What's the demon tangly thing?
No, the pangolin thing.
Oh, the pangolin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty neat. Were you gonna turn that into like a card art like this?
I'm thinking, because I could do both. So one mistake I made with this one was integrating it too much with the background. Because in card art, the background is basically, I think it's an afterthought, honestly, in most cards. At least for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Masters. It is kind of an afterthought. So I'm thinking...
Probably, yeah, because they probably want to separate the actual image of the monster from the background to use it for other things.
Yeah. So, I was thinking maybe you can just do the monster and then add a background. Like anything random. Who knows? Okay, say your word, Emperor of Cheese. Let it not be waifus, please. And I will consider it. Probably. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just teasing you. And I'm not going to pay attention to what you say. No, I am. Okay, I promise I will. Got some red here, maybe. Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah, see, it's slowly starting to take shape. Very, very slowly. Too slow.
Yeah, I still have a bunch of designs for you. If you want to work on them on stream or off stream, doesn't really matter to me.
Right. Yeah. I could also show the latest one that I made for you, the drone, which I had started.
Oh, you can't show that. It's a spoiler.
Oh, it's a spoiler? Really?
No, it's not. I'm kidding.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be sued for for violating the NDA.
Drone is really cool. I've been having fun just like coming up with different color variations for it. That's what I
like. Yeah, it's actually, that's my favorite part, honestly. The color variations.
Because you can do so many things with it.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're a degenerate. Maybe. No, I'm kidding. He's not a degenerate. But he sure wants people to think so. So
It wasn't going to
I
be
know he's
Weifu.
Weifu, no.
Is that like the Chinese waifus, the Weifu?
Oh, they're really called Weifus?
No. I was making a joke.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a
Maybe they
Chinese version
are.
of
Well,
waifu.
there is, because like Genshin Impact, that's Chinese.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like, do they have a specific word for that though? Like waifu.
Probably not. Probably not. No, I don't think they have a specific word. I very highly doubt. That's because people also cause people that play Genshin Impact, they're very sensitive about it. I heard. But
I played a little bit of it, like
Mhm.
around when it first came out, and I thought it was fine. I'm a bit perplexed by how crazy people go over it, though.
Yeah.
Because it kind of reminds me of like Breath of the Wild, except with gacha mechanics, which is strange. But
Gacha mechanics.
I don't know.
What's that?
Well, like the way you can roll for like you can buy you like buy the currency in the game and then roll for different characters and stuff.
Oh. I see.
I mean, I never did it, but I know people have put like tens of thousands of dollars into the game to get specific characters. So.
I mean, if they're happy to spend their income that way, I wouldn't be. But hey, who am I? Judge.
Yeah, it wasn't until later I discovered it was a Chinese game, because when I saw the gacha mechanics, I was like, what the hell is with the Japanese people in gacha? I don't get it. Why do you want this in all your games? And it turned out it was a Chinese game, so whatever.
Yeah. Jeez, have you played Genshin Impact? He's gonna say no. No, I know he didn't play it. At least he didn't talk about it, so otherwise he would have. I guess. Had he played it? I need some. Oh wait, I can't see all my drawing here in my small preview. There you go. No, I can't. Not your type of game. There are waifus. Come on. What's wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. It's not really my type of game either. Independently from the waifu aspect, I don't know. I don't like MMOs in general. Or MMO mechanics. Honestly, I didn't like. I didn't really like the Xenoblade mechanics because they were reminding me of about MMOs.
Yeah, that's probably why you didn't like FF12 either. They're very MMO.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah, didn't like it either. That and the fact that characters were basically teacups. I don't know. I didn't like the characters in that game. That might be my own bias.
Well, which one?
Final Fantasy 12.
I didn't really care for the characters in Xenoblade Chronicles either. I thought that they were all kind of a little boring.
Which one? Like the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is just kind of like, yeah, we're fighting a war or whatever. And it's just like, okay, but like, is there anything interesting about you? And there isn't like a whole lot of personality. I'd say the character probably that had the most personality was Ryan, Shulk's.
Yeah. The big guy.
At least he had some fun things to say and whatnot, but everyone else was just like so glum and serious all the time. I'm like, oh.
That's true.
I mean, I understand that's for the setting, but also people, typically try to find humor or lightheartedness in dire situations, and I don't know. I just felt like it was a little too gloomy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can still have like serious subject matter, but
Yeah,
the characters can also have their own personalities.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'm gonna play the new Xenoblade because it looks like the characters are all stereotypes from like manga, like very low class manga. So too stereotypical.
I'm probably going to get it at some point. The thing about it, beyond just what you're saying, is like for the new game, they implemented a class system. So your characters have different classes, and you can sort of re-roll them into different classes. And I think I talked about this on a previous stream, but I'm not a big fan of that kind of system. I
Yeah,
typically like characters that have sort of like situated roles, and then like you have to sort of make choices of which ones you want to cycle out. So you have to come up with alternative strategies to fill those roles in
yeah,
battle. I always like that more. And class system games usually have like 0 characters because you can't do anything with the characters because they can have different battle fulfillments.
right. Yeah. Tower of Fantasy says cheese. I heard about it. I think I'm not sure though what kind of game it is right now off the top of my head. I heard the name. Are you familiar with it, Chase? Tower of Fantasy.
I'm gonna look it up. I can see why cheese would like it. I see lots of cute girls.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. Yeah, I think I got that. Yeah.
It's an open world RPG, anime infused sci-fi adventure. Okay.
Yeah, not my type of game, probably.
No, it's free to play, so.
Of course it is. Free to play until you want. They make you want to spend your entire income on that, with various little subtle tricks.
Oh, welcome back, KeyCat on YouTube.
Oh, hey there! Welcome back. That's scary. Yeah, I guess a little bit. It's kind of scary. It's a scary dude.
It actually goes well with Vecna. It looks like something Vecna would summon, like a minion.
I think I might have been a little influenced by that. But the whole Stranger Things look. Although it was not intentional initially. It wasn't. But now you say it, so. I guess it's fine. We got it.
She says, I don't even buy or own games made by Tencent. Well, that's probably a good idea, actually.
What is Tencent?
They're the Chinese corporation that produces the game. They actually produce a lot of games. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think at Tencent, they also did the Pokemon Unite game, like the Pokemon
yeah, I know that game. Yeah.
Rip-off thing. Yeah. And I think they also like do data harvesting. So
well, I mean, they're a Chinese company after all, so we do pretend. There has been a lot of data harvesting recently, apparently, more than usual.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I don't use TikTok. Oh, you got your Hakuhodo brushes. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, sorry, you were about to read that.
I was going to read it like 3 times, and you interrupted me every time. But it's
that's okay. Sorry. I'm not gonna read anymore. Just in case.
Yep, just stop reading. Stop reading books. Stop reading comics.
No, I can stop reading Yu-Gi-Oh cards if someone reads them for me and explains them to me.
Well, reading a Yu-Gi-Oh card is the equivalent of reading a novel, so
some of them are okay. So why? So one thing that really bothers me is why did they not separate the various effects on the card, like layout wise? They could have added. They did it with the new Rush Duel. So why not implementing it into the main game, the main card design? Because that's a good idea. I don't want to be confused by all that wall of text.
As far as I know, the Japanese cards do that, and I guess they thought it was too hard to do that in the English with the grammar and whatnot. That's one thing Yu-Gi-Oh needs more of, is sort of like Magic, where they have keywords for everything.
Yeah,
Where it's like, yeah. So it's like does if a card does piercing battle damage, just have like a bullet point that says piercing,
yeah,
right? You
right.
can figure out what it does just by looking at that. You don't need to flood the text with all this stuff.
I agree. No, sometimes it's just too, or usually it's just too much text. Too much text.
And they've been actually doing that because, like, especially recently, they've been like using very shortened words. Like, they don't write graveyard anymore; they just write GY on the
That's right.
cards, and they just hopefully
There's no space for that.
yeah, exactly. They have to do that so they can make even longer text for these gigantic effects. But
I don't know.
yeah, some of them just are borderline ridiculous.
Yeah.
Actually, not borderline; they are ridiculous.
Even the names, though, honestly, some of them are just so long.
They're crazy.
So long. Like, why would you make such a long name? What's the point?
Wait, my favorite. Let me make sure I get this right. Okay, this is my favorite card name. Number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Like, what is that name? Hope
Nice.
Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy.
Well, there's a galaxy, you know, right? Now you know there's a galaxy and something's Titanic.
That's not even a name. That's just a string of words. What is that?
Oh, I don't know. But some really bad names. Especially in Italian too, because we got longer words on average, right?
Yeah.
So some names are just like there is no space for the whole name. Basically, it's just too much. So I sometimes I just don't even read the name because it's too long.
Well, I wonder if it's just like a case where in the Japanese version, because Japanese can like condense really long words into short meanings, and it's like when you actually translate them into English, it doesn't make any sense, but it does in the Japanese. So maybe it's like something like that.
I think it might be. I think I actually saw something like that. So Japanese is probably shorter. Also because they use kanji to condense the whole thing into a few words with the name and with the description, as far as I can tell. It's both things. And that's why you have to study kanji, right, Cheese? To read Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which you won't be able to read because it's like they use slang a lot in video games and games and stuff. So like sometimes it's so cryptic, unless you know it, you will never understand what it is. Like, okay, well, you can probably tell 5 is Final Fantasy, or Dorakue is Dragon Quest, but some of them are borderline impossible to understand. Like, I was looking for a Duel Masters card in Japan as well, on a Japanese website. Like, it's like eBay for Japan, and apparently they have shortened that too. Now I can't really remember what it was. It was something like Duama, something like that. You can probably infer that at some point, but I mean, it's too much abbreviating things. So
yeah, sometimes they like to just transliterate the Japanese too, because if you actually like translate it into English, it sounds way less cool. I know. Yeah. Like Odin's attack in Final Fantasy is Zantetsuken.
Yeah.
And in Japanese, that just means something like iron slashing iron sword or something like that. And it just like, if you put that in English, it sounds like way less cool. So they just made it Zantetsuken because that sounds way cooler than iron slashing iron sword or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Which is fine. I just wish the Yu-Gi-Oh cards had better names. And some of them better art. I'm going to repurpose Trap Hole today, this evening, on the Italian channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna redraw it because it sucks. Like, it's the worst card I've ever seen. It's really bad. Like, come on. I hope nobody got paid for that.
The original trap hole? I think there's a
Yeah,
Rush Duel version.
the original one. I'm sorry for the artist, but it's bad. Like nobody would pay me for that, and nobody should be paid for that. That's really bad. That's really really bad. Uh, I'm
Yeah, that was
sorry.
one of the earliest cards too, but
Yeah,
some of them were pretty hit or miss.
yeah. I wonder why though, because they do have good artists, and they had them back then too. So I wonder. I don't even think it's a Takahashi card.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them had very similar styles, so that doesn't necessarily mean that they were all designed by the same person.
Yeah. Really bad for them though, not to of them actually, not to credit the artists. That's really lame. Lame thing to do.
Yeah,
Oh, I think Chase cut out.
I did.
Oh yeah, you said something, and then you got a little.
I just said yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the I'm looking. The Rush Duel version looks much better.
Can you post it?
It's kind of a bad image, but I'll post it anyway. I mean, it's just like a little blurry.
Let's see. Let me grab it from here. Okay, yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's better. It's better. It's way better actually. At least there's some volume to it. Interesting. It's a shiny card, the foil card. So I do like the overall layout much more. Honestly, much more.
Yeah.
It's much better. I hope I can do a decent job doing the same card today. Later, redoing the same card. We'll see. Although some cards are actually very nice, so there's that to say. Honestly.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just depends on which ones you're looking at. It's Yu-Gi-Oh is a little hit or miss for me in terms of card art. But sometimes you get like really great stuff, and other times you get stuff that just like this shouldn't exist.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much shouldn't exist.
I guess I will take that though, because like I would say Magic is probably more consistent, but also
Yeah.
Magic is a little more boring.
Yeah. I think we talked about this sometimes. They're really nice in terms of style. I mean, in terms of art quality, very good. But yeah, they tend to be a little bit on the boring side. Well, some Yu-Gi-Oh monsters are really and Duel Masters, really interesting designs, really like unique designs.
Yeah, maybe boring isn't like the best word. Maybe it's more like safe, right? I feel like
Classic.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Duel Master monsters, I think they take more chances or risks with their designs, and I like that.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, it's fine if they don't. But it's also cool to see when they do, like Yu-Gi-Oh and Duel Masters. Except for the new ones. In Duel Masters, those are... I don't know what they are. They're not designs, though.
I don't really play Magic much anymore, but they did have like a Godzilla crossover a few years ago, and I want to get some of those cards now just to have them.
I didn't know that. Okay, cheese. Be back soon with your kimchi. I guess with your kimchi. Kimchi's. The kimchi's.
They did, yeah, there's an Anguirus card, there's a Mothra card, there's Space Godzilla.
Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla
That's a terrible
is weird.
movie.
I didn't watch the movie, but it's kind
The
of...
design is strange.
Yeah.
Space Godzilla card looks really cool. Although I think it's kind of 3D-ish, so maybe they didn't actually do the art. I don't know. Here, I'll post it so you can look and tell me what you think.
Let's see.
I think it was modeled, actually.
Modded? Or model? Hey, it's not bad. The card is pretty cool. Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know if it's painted though. I can't tell.
Some areas are painted. The ray, the like lightning thing is painted. The background is painted. It kind of looks like painted to me. Who's the artist? Zinzu Chan. It could be painted then. It's a Chinese artist. They tend to be pretty realistic. So it could be painted.
I posted Anguirus' card too, just because he's my favorite.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, this. Well, I don't know. It looks like a clay model.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It could be real.
Oh, the Mothra one is definitely art though. It's not modeled. At least I don't think so.
No, this is art. This looks like art. Yeah, quality-wise, man, I wish the Japanese card could get closer to the Magic ones. These are really good. Really, really, really cool cards. Although, again, for my job especially, I prefer the uniqueness of the Japanese designs.
I do too, but there is something like you're saying with the quality of the cards and like the way they integrate the monsters into the backgrounds that I really like, which is why I think Duel Masters was like a good blend of the two.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Too bad it's not alive anymore as a thing, as a game. It deserved a lot just for the art. I don't know about the mechanics, honestly. I've never played it, but the art is so good. It's a crime that it didn't carry through here in the West. Really, really too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I remember, I think I mentioned in a chat one time or something that I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh club when I was a kid, and actually, I mean, people would go there and play Yu-Gi-Oh, but like people would bring decks from other games and just play them too. And that was actually my first encounter with Duel Masters. Just two people in there were playing it. It looked like a lot of fun, so I eventually got into it.
You said there was a resource system there, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Or like Magic in Pokemon.
Yeah. That was the interesting thing is like you could use your cards as the resources themselves. So like in Magic, for instance, you have lands, and so you put lands in your mana pool, and then you tap your lands in order to use them.
Yeah.
Right. And then in Duel Masters, you could actually use the cards as mana. So like if you had a water monster, you could place it in your zone to use as water mana to summon other things. That was something I really liked. Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh well, I still hope that it will release eventually again. But I heard that even Rush Duel might not release in the West. I don't know if that's real news.
Well, it's been around for like 2 years or something and hasn't come here yet. So, yeah.
Well, I got the cards, so I'm gonna sell them. I guess.
The unfortunate thing is now it's like why even bother releasing them? Because there's like 2 years worth of, or over 2 years worth of cards have released, so we'd be behind already.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's kind of somewhat true in the normal card game. Like the Japanese card game is way ahead of the English one, but it's not as big a deal now because of stuff usually gets released very quickly.
Yeah.
That's true even for video games. That's why you see worldwide releases now.
Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day, like during the like the Nintendo DS era, when the Pokemon games were coming out, like
yeah.
the Japanese games would come out like months and months before the English or
Or
international version.
years.
Yeah, sometimes years, and it's like, okay, well, there's nothing that we don't know about the game now because it's been in Japan for all these months, and now they decided we're just going to release them worldwide now, so that way nobody is spoiled.
Yeah, right. I mean, at that point.
Because I remember when Diamond and Pearl were first coming out, I went online, this is the early days of YouTube, but somebody posted like a video with all the new Pokemon and their cries, and that was like the first glimpse I ever had of them all. So it was like really cool. Like I got to see Yan Mega, and I heard its awesome cry, and it just kind of got me more excited for the game. But that doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, I remember. So the homes, the houses of the silver and gold and silver versions, they were. I don't know if it's for the Japanese version itself, but when I saw the first images from the Japanese, it was maybe 2000, like year 2000. They looked like Japanese homes, like classic. So
Really?
they did. I don't know if that's a thing that the Japanese game still had after it released, but they were very different from the ones we got here. So I don't know if they stay like that in Japan, but they were definitely different.
I know in the remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they actually did a change in the international version, because in the original games there's a casino you could go into and play. They actually they censored that in the international versions, like the English version, and they changed it to like a little mini game you could play, I guess, to get around like gambling laws and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Which I never understood, because like Dragon Quest games always had casinos you could play, so I don't know why. I guess Pokemon is more associated with children, and they didn't want to
probably, yeah. I guess Dragon
that.
Quest doesn't have that, childish-ish esque vibe in the West. So possibly because of that.
I don't know. I'd say Dragon Quest can be pretty childish at times.
Yeah, but it does. It is. It just doesn't have that same. You say Pokemon, you think, oh, kids game, kids game, which is not necessarily true, but mostly, I guess that's perception.
I don't know. The first time I saw.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, the first time I saw Lopunny, the Pokemon, I'm like, are you sure this is a kid's game?
I don't remember that. Which generation is that for?
That's Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl.
I played it, but I cannot remember it. The least.
There you go. Hopefully it shows up.
Oh. Those are arms, technically, I guess. They are the arms, but I can see why there might be a little bit of confusion on the.
Well, dude, I mean, it's not just that, but it's a bunny girl.
Yeah, I get it. It's a little bit weird, let's say.
And they've been doing more of that in the recent generations. Like, I think they're just like appealing to the otaku crowd with all these like waifu mons and things like that.
It could be.
It's like, this is
They could be. I mean, why not? At this point, people who played Pokemon when they were kids, they're adults now, so...
Yeah. Got to make sure that people sexually attracted to Pokemon get their needs fulfilled, I guess.
That's so gross, though. I mean, it's Pokemon. Come on. It's so sad. But that's Japan for you. Sad industry. I'm not racist. Just for those who are listening who want to strike me. Not the least.
Even
of course not.
Terrible things about Japanese every stream.
Not every stream. Just those when I'm particularly upset. With Japan.
Your
For
wife
good
is going to send you
reasons.
another list of things about Japan to enjoy.
Yeah, sure. Well. Hey, it's coming along pretty well now. I like where this is going. It looks a lot better now that I started working some of these shadows away from the flatness they had. Integrating a little more of the actual color into them.
Do you have your own YouTube stream open?
I do.
Yeah, I have it open too, and the entire stream has just been saying 1, so it must not count yours as.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't. But yeah, it's open. It is absolutely open.
Which is weird because when I do streams, it does count it. So I don't know why it does that.
I don't
for
know.
you.
I gave up understanding or trying to understand why YouTube does certain things. Just sabotaging.
Well, we have 5 viewers in, so somebody else is there. Hello, mystery person. You can talk in the chat if you'd like.
Yeah, please do.
Because it's kind of questionable if Cheese is going to return or not.
We don't know. We can hope. But hope.
He sometimes he sometimes says, "I'll be back," and then just doesn't show up again.
Or maybe he just goes to the toilet for a long time.
It's all that kimchi.
That kimchi. Yeah. It is the kimchi. I like where this is going. Probably not going to be able to finish it 100% today, but at least we can separate. At this point, we'll probably start separating the background from the foreground. Not too bad. It's kind of sad that oh man, I can't think about the word. I compliment myself like that. Like, hey, it's your own stuff, yeah. But I like it. I like how it's turning out.
Well, sometimes you got to be your biggest critic and your biggest fan. I understand that completely.
I'm not sure I'm my biggest fan, but I sure am my biggest critic. 100%.
You're right. I'm probably your biggest fan with the way I've emptied my wallet for
well,
you.
Yeah, at least my biggest patron, basically.
That's true. You're patron of the arts.
You know, in the original sense.
And you know what? You've produced stuff for me that would look great in a portfolio. So there you go.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When I'll be able to show it. Because I can't now. So when I'll be able to show it, yeah. Yeah, the especially the latest monsters, the elemental guardians, let's call them. I'm very happy with those. Yeah, I'm not so much with the ground one, but the others, very happy. Especially the wind one. Especially that one.
He looks very cool.
Yeah, yeah. And they look so cool together. Like the four things together.
Mm.
Very nice.
And I'm really happy that we were able to get the tongue on the water one to work out.
Yeah.
Because the original idea is just like, yeah, he has got a big tongue, but the way you have it posed and the actual idea behind it it just works a lot better. I like it better with the tongue than without because it actually looks like it's doing something.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Hey, this thing is looking pretty. Well, maybe not pretty. Maybe pretty is not the
No,
right word.
I would
But
not take it
it's
out.
looking a little more rendered now. So um, these things in the back can probably stay as they are because I don't care.
Maybe put a little bit of lipstick or a bow tie on top to make it look
Lipstick
cute.
like this. There you go. There's your lipstick. This does look a bit like a dual master's card, so that's why I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it looks more Duel Masters than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, I was not. I would never go for the Yu-Gi-Oh. It's too simple for what I want to achieve, so probably not gonna go for that. Like it's too cartoony, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, anime.
Too anime, yeah. I should probably use something textured anyway. Brush pencil. What is this? This is too brushy. Conte. Yeah, the Conte's fine. But I have to separate. I necessarily have to separate that out. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Let's see. I'll crop it. Sure here. So I will first. Okay, now it's one layer above everything else. No. Okay, here. There you go. Now, I don't like the lasso tool in Photoshop, but I'm using Photoshop. But I guess it's fine. It's a bit of a patient thing. So if I don't finish it today, and I won't. Tomorrow, maybe. Because I don't want it to be hyper rendered. So I'm pretending I've been tasked this job. So I cannot spend as long as I want on it, like I did for Vecna, right? So it needs to be completed in a decent amount of time. And 2 weeks is not decent.
I'm actually kind of curious how artists work on big card games. Because I'm assuming that they're given just some sort of deadline to produce them. Because you have to do all the marketing and then package them together and stuff and figure out what you want. I'd actually be curious to know the internal processes behind that and how they decide these things.
So I know some people that work for Magic. Usually it's just you get the brief. Then pretty much what I do with you. You get the brief. Usually not a sketch though. It's just a brief. And then you submit some comps. Then you submit some color comps. And then you submit the final. That's pretty much it. So it's like I use a pretty standard approach. Usually. It's not like there is a standard, but that's more or less what you usually get.
Well, I'm just kind of curious. Like, do they send out a list and say we need these things, or
Oh, probably. Like you could probably get more than one card at a time. So yeah, I assume so. 'Cause I'm not
I would
sure.
like to know how that happens, though. Like, do the people like brainstorm together and say, okay, for this pack we're going to release this design, we're going to release this design.
That's a
I
good
wonder how
point.
far. I wonder how far in advance they actually plan these and say, okay, we want this card in this set, and we want this card in this set. That's really more what I'm talking about.
Okay. I don't know that. I have no idea whatsoever about that. Oh, what did I do here?
Because, well, to be fair, in Yu-Gi-Oh, the sets have different themes now. So it's like, okay, for this set, we're going to do Legendary Duelist Ocean. So there's a lot of water cards that get put in those packs. So I understand that, but I also know that it's a company, so they plan in advance for their releases and coming up with all the cards for those releases and the overall set packs, what's going to be included and such. But yeah, I don't know how far in advance they do that kind of thing, or what kind of decision, like how do they come to the decision to include this or include like this archetype or that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm interested in that.
Planning your card game? Now that you see I can make cards.
Yeah, I guess my point is, like, would this just be a standalone card in a set, or would they come with like a zombie booster pack kind of thing, and this would be a card included with it?
Probably the latter, I would think. I don't think they just plan one card. I don't even know how they would come up with ideas for one card. But I guess they have some team of people that have to make new cards every now and then.
Well, from my recollection, when Duel Masters came out, so you had the base set, and base sets, like for card games, are usually just completely random stuff since it's just coming out. And then the booster packs that would follow for the various sets, they typically follow some kind of theme. Like I remember there was the base set for Pokemon, and it was just kind of random stuff. And then like they came out with the jungle set, and they came out with the fossil set, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I'm guessing they just, I don't know how they come to the decision to like, why do a jungle set and not like a fire set or a water set? I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
Then again, you're doing it kind of random too. You did the forest set, and then you did an ocean set, and you're going to do a volcano set in the future if I compel you to.
Yeah, I think I will. But for me, for the games, or I mean the acid packs, it's mostly like, well, okay, what do I want to do? What kind of monster am I into right now?
Right.
That pretty much sets the mood. Also, depending on the ideas I had, like, okay, I had some ideas for some desert monsters, so I'm gonna do that. And even if I only have a couple ideas, the others will just follow the base idea.
What was the first desert monster you did?
The crab.
The crab.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I'm glad
that
you
was
did that.
Yeah, why?
I needed a crab monster for my game, and it works well because I can use it for the desert or the ocean. So
True. Yeah, in a different color maybe. So that was the first one I made after a year without touching digital painting at all. So yeah. That was
why a crab?
I don't know. I just had the idea. I just wanted to make a crab, and I did.
Did you just read books about crabs and decide I'm going to make a crab?
No, I don't know exactly why. I do not remember exactly why. Okay, there you go. Oh right. So what if I do this? There you go. Get a foil card. Oh, nice.
Welcome back, Emperor of Cheese.
Ooh, welcome back. He's back. He is actually back.
Yeah, we weren't sure you're going to return.
Well, welcome back, Cheese. So now... Oh, now the background is free. So I can do whatever I want. And I can...
You can make it totally pale.
Well, I mean,
Like
now
those
I can technically I can simply change the color of the monster if I want.
I don't own any ghost rares, and I wish I did.
There, look at that. Oh, this is so nice. Or I can simply, I mean, I can expand the background a little bit. I could do it in 3 pieces. But first, what I want to do is you come here and color dodge some stuff in, because what I have is not fine. There you go. Okay. So take my previous brush. Not too bright. Okay.
Oh, I really want the ghost rare blue eyes, but it's so expensive.
Ghost rare blue eyes?
Yeah, here's a link to
Sometimes I can't make it back, but this time I'm really super serious back. Okay, thank you. We appreciate. I don't know, I appreciate. I don't know if Chase does, but I do.
I appreciate
what?
you, Cheese.
What is the ghost rare, by the way?
The image is kind of like a ghost. It's sort of pure white, and
is it intentional or is it just a mistake they turned into?
Yes, it's an actual rarity, and they're very rare.
Okay.
They're supposed to do. I mean, they're supposed to look really nice in person, but I don't own any.
Me neither.
I think it's like, I forget the odds. I think there's like 1 in 8 booster boxes or something like that. So you'd have to buy like, you have to buy like 8 booster boxes to like get one, I think. Something like that.
Jeez.
Which, I mean, booster boxes are like $80 a piece, so.
Yeah, no thanks. Probably no thanks.
And that one's not even the most expensive one. Like, from that set, the Dark Magician Girl Ghost Rare is $223, so good luck with that.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, I can probably spend money on something else, I guess. Probably. Oh, I need to color burr now. I remember looking up a booster box of the Pokemon Indigo League first generation. It was 20,000.
Yeah.
20,000?
Good luck for your first edition Charizard, mate.
You want it? Or you have it?
I don't have one, no. Are you kidding?
No, I mean, like, cheese. I had it.
What?
I had it when I was a kid.
You had a first edition Charizard?
Yeah.
What did you do with it?
I don't know. I'm not even kidding. I had it. I mean, I think it was first edition. It was the first edition that came out here.
Oh my god, Nemo, do you know how much that's worth now?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was in Italian, though, so I don't know if it's the same value. Or...
Oh, it's in Italian? Okay.
Yeah. Which one is the rare one? Is the Japanese or English?
In English, yeah.
Yeah, then probably not.
Yeah, because you can get Italian cards very cheap. I've done that on eBay.
Really? Why?
Well, okay, so there's kind of a story behind this. When I was a kid, my brother had Pokemon cards, and he had a first edition Ivysaur card, and I stole it from him, and I gave it to somebody just so that they would be friends with me. And my brother was really upset. He's like, "Why did you give my first edition Ivysaur away?" And so a couple years ago, I decided to, as an adult, pay him back, and I looked for first edition Ivysaurs as a joke on eBay, and I found an Italian version that was really cheap, so I bought him that one to replace the one I stole from him when I was a kid.
Oh, that's so sweet. Not like me destroying my sister's posters. Never brought them back. I was very mean. I literally destroyed her posters. Like I tore them apart once.
It's all right, man.
and I threw them in the rain.
My brother and I would play video games together, and we'd throw the controllers at one another.
Okay, well. That's legit.
I think we were playing Donkey Kong Country or something one time, and he wouldn't let me play the SNES or whatever, so I called him a bitch, and then he pushed me off the couch.
He's older than you?
Oh, yeah. I
Eight
probably
years.
started crying. I don't remember.
Oh well, things that happen. Okay, I think this thing is now a little too...
Maybe I should show Chase my card collection one day, and he can tell me how much they are worth. Well, is it a Pokemon collection? What kind of card collection are you talking about? Because I'm not all that familiar with Pokemon card values. Other than, like, the first edition stuff is obviously worth a lot.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. Depends on the conditions and the cards.
Yeah, dodge. Ew, that's one. It's not gonna dodge. It's gonna color dodge me. No.
I mean, I was telling Nemo about this the other day. I think I actually shared this on Discord too, but I have like a binder full of the original Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like the ones that you would get from card-ass machines and like the original sets that first came out in like 1999. I have like all of the cards in them. I would guess that it's probably worth thousands of dollars.
Easily. Probably.
And I'm talking about just that binder alone, not my other binders of cards.
That's too much. Something like that. Okay, I think the background is looking pretty decent.
You have a Japanese Dark Paladin. What's the edition? Do you know the set too? Because Dark Paladin's been re-released a couple times. If it's the original Dark Paladin in Japanese first edition, that's worth a fair amount of money.
I don't have that.
Let me...
Fortunately. Nobody's asking me, but I don't have it.
Because let me see. Yeah. So, a near mint first edition Dark Paladin, the lowest on TCG Player, and this is near mint first edition, so it has to be in that quality. That's about $290.
Yikes! Yikes! That's a lot of bucks. Okay, are they called bucks because you would actually sell bucks? Like animals?
You mean in English? Why are they called bucks?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm not sure. I can look that up. I'm always looking up things like this.
I do sometimes. Occasionally.
Well, I enjoy doing research and looking up etymologies and things like that. Of course, I have an English degree, so that's kind of what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Just figure out where words come from and what they mean. Oh, I think you're right, Nemo.
Huh.
Strong evidence suggests that people started calling dollars bucks in the 1700s, likely thanks to deer, specifically with the trading of deer skins. Deer skins were commonly used as a form of currency at the time. So it's probably just slang that's a
Interesting.
holdover from when deer skins were used as currency.
Whoa. Oh man, this thing is oh dear. Okay, I got it stuck. Finally, hey, it's the first time it got stuck today. How nice. So now all I have to do technically is just finish. I mean, it's pretty good. There is a little too much light. Like it's too shiny here and there, but it's not looking bad. So if I lock the opacity on this now, I can finally add some red. My texture in. There you go.
Nemo is smart boy. Well, I don't think Nemo knew that. I think he was just guessing.
I was just
That's why
guessing.
they were called.
Yeah, I was just guessing.
I mean, it's a good
Obviously.
guess. I had the same thought, but I just didn't know for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, what about this? Something like that. Yeah, that works. Probably too right, but let's see. So because I'm basically clipping the color here. Sorry, the opacity. It's locked. So now I cannot go outside of borders, so I can freely work on my like the edges of this thing. It's the part I usually like a lot, playing around with.
Oh, my language app is telling me I need to go back and do my Japanese lessons again.
Oh, they want you to waste your time or something?
There was actually a while where I got pretty good at learning the characters, but that time is not now.
Yeah, I guess.
I did learn some words, like I know the difference between Nomu and Noru and things like that.
I mean, between
But I can't.
climbing on a vehicle and drinking.
Well, wait, drink climbing on a vehicle,
Nomu is drink.
right? And Noru is sleep.
No, that's neru. With E. Neru. Neru is sleep.
Neru?
Neru with closed E. Neru.
Well, they must have taught me wrong then, because I was taught Noru was like sleep or
No,
dark.
it's not 100%.
Okay.
I'm absolutely sure of that. Like Nerujikan is time to sleep. I know that too well for obvious reasons. So yeah, they taught you wrong. Get your money back.
Well, I didn't spend any money, so.
Oh, then pay them, then get the money back.
Well, I thought about doing that with you.
No, I am a good. I'm a good fella. Like the movie Goodfellas. Well, I actually want to add here. Oh, it's too much. Dodging too much. Or not enough here. Okay, some of these are fine. I don't think color dodge is the proper thing. Maybe linear. It's better. Yeah, just a little bit. The silly thing about Photoshop is that it cannot do like Psy does. It doesn't work as well. Like the dodge here, it's dodging, but it's white. And color dodge is not really acting the same or reacting the same way. Fortunately. Some shininess though. Let's add some shininess here, and then we gotta fix this.
I've been trying to find a language school or teacher. Well, I'm sure there's plenty. I was just learning from an app in case I ever got like a Japanese girlfriend or something.
That's not gonna be useful for anything. Trust me.
Well, it would be nice to know the difference between certain words in case that did happen.
I guess.
I don't think I can just go up to a Japanese girl and be like, puff puff.
I mean, it depends on where you are.
Well, actually, yeah, it depends on where I go, I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe
if
some places.
Maybe if
Like
I don't know where to
Roppongi.
stay and I check into some hotel.
Yeah. That's common in Japan anyway. Like love hotels are really everywhere. And you see a lot of people coming out of there. Like, in the town where I lived, not the town, but like the city nearby, there were many of these hotels, and one of them were basically next to a red light, a street light, a traffic light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love hotels. And so you had to stay there, to stop there, obviously, because of the light, and you would see a lot of people coming and going.
Was it like...
And I remember once we were there. My wife was driving, and a car comes out, and it's like she goes like, "Wait a second, those are two men," and she was like, super. It was like a super scandal for her.
Is it like easy to spot them, or are they more subtle and you have to like go in?
They're super easy to spot, like super easy.
Okay.
Like in case you want to go there, right? Yeah, don't worry, it's gonna be very easy.
So there's not going to be like a Marriott Love Hotel in Japan.
No, I wouldn't think so. No.
Hey, that would be an interesting strategy, though. Let's call ourselves the Marriott, and then people will come in and we can offer different services.
Yeah, no, probably not. We're definitely most definitely not. Most definitely not. No, I wouldn't think so.
I would be the kind of person that would walk into one accidentally. I'd be like, I don't know anything about don't know anything about Japan. I just need to find a hotel to stay at for the night, and then yeah, that would be good physical comedy. That's for sure.
I guess. Probably. It's cool though. It's sad. It's just that they're very used, I guess. I have to presume.
The hotels or the people in them?
Both. No, but they're not. So, I think they just take people there. They didn't. I don't think they have. I don't think they offer anything. They just go there. Business. I don't know. I love lonely people out there. Yes, in Japan, I guess.
Well, not just Japan.
Yeah, but lots of people in Japan, especially. Maybe you could add some nice-ish texture here. Some, I don't know, weirdly colored skin. Maybe. like this. I do like this brush because it's like very textural and also very hard. It's a hard brush. Oh,
What's with you and smooching?
I don't know. Who's calling me now? I don't know. I'm gonna block it. And also, it's time to end the stream, so whoever it was.
You're always talking about smooching Nemo or smooching yourself.
I don't know. What's wrong with you, Cheese? Something happened to you. I don't remember you ever using that word before. What's wrong with you, buddy?
Like, you're really into kissing, man. It's. Do we need to have a talk?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop here.
No, you've said it more than twice. I think like almost every stream you've said something about.
Well, last
smooching.
time there were twice, two streams ago. Pretty sure there was a smooch reference. I guess he's really into something. I don't know. This is not bad. I mean, I could even stop here if I wanted to, but I'm gonna continue to add. So the background is okay. Apart from that obvious mistake there, the hair coming out of the sun. It should not be like that. Tree obviously shouldn't be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna fix some shapes, I guess.
False allegations?
Allegations?
Do you want me to go through Nemo's streams and do a compilation of you saying smooch? Because I could definitely do that.
Oh, God. Okay, while you guys have fun with this, I think I will stop here, and next time we're probably going to finish this thing. Then I'm going to leave it as it is. Might adjust some levels and stuff. Maybe some color burn with some gray. Yeah, like some parts like this need to be darkened. Maybe not this much. Some of them do. So probably gonna go in with a color burn and fix some stuff. Yeah, so good. Okay.
Chatsu? I think it'd be Chesu.
Chatsu. What's that, Chatsu? Okay, I don't know. You know? It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to know. You'll tell me later. Anyway, so, yeah. Let's stop. Thank you guys for joining. And thank you, Cheese and Chase. Thank you to, I think it was KeyCat who joined a while ago. I can't see it anymore. Chesu, yeah. Chesu-san. Or No, it's not cheese. It's cheese with Z. Cheese. Right. That makes sense. Well, anyway. So thank you, Cheese. Thank you, Chase. Well, we're going to finish this thing tomorrow, hopefully, and then put it on a card. See how it looks. Okay, you guys.